Today I'm going to demonstrate the HC-530 hot and cold knife cutter. We're going to do a simple Velcro cut. Turn the power on the right side and you have a complete digital touchscreen. You can do your quantity set, which will adjust the number of pieces you want to cut. In this case I'm going to do something very small, like just 5 pieces. We're going to cut that to 5 inches. You have an inch and a millimeter setting here. You also have a double-digit adjustment in case you have to modify the cut. 5 inches sometimes will be a plus minus of an eighth, 32nd of an inch, so you can adjust this fine adjustment to make sure that's right on the cut length you're looking for. You have to do some test cuts. This is your speed indicator. Once you get material in the machine and fed, you can adjust the speed of cut, so it'll go through in various speeds. You do have a number of cut options here, so if you're cutting material that requires more than one scissor cut, you can set that to as many cuts as you need and the blade will come down numerous times. In this case we set it to 0, and that will be one standard scissor cut. This indicator is going to be it's going to count off when it gets to 5, it'll shut the machine down. So that's your piece count. So right now what I'm going to do is just run some material through. I don't have the material guides here. Try not to make this too shaky, but the material guides here are used to adjust the different widths of the material. And you also have finger guides here, which actually, when the material runs out, passing through in this path, these metal fingers will be in close contact to the metal bar, which will set off your end of material alarm. It shuts the machine off, the blade off, so no more cuts will happen while the material is out. So if you're doing a long quantity set, cutting a lot of pieces, you don't have to worry about the blade coming down while an operator is trying to change the roll of material. So for that, I'm going to advance the material underneath the cutting blade. If you can see that, I'll get you a shot from the other side. So this is a 4 1/4 inch cutting blade. It's got hot and cold, so you'll see some cautions for the hot knife features. This is actually a separate blade that you would install onto the machine separately. So you just pass the material down to the beginning start position and start button. And it will advance to, in this case we're cutting 5 inches, and we're going to cut 5 pieces total, and the machine will stop at 5. Blade stops, you get an indication that the material is finished, and you get your cut piece. Now, there is some fine-tune adjustments you have to make digitally on the machine. You have a millimeter setting and you have an inch setting, tenths of inches and hundredths of millimeters, so you have some options on the machine. But it does do very straight cutting, very controlled cutting, and it's completely digital. And there you have it, HC-530.